If you're on YouTube catching the replay, go ahead and subscribe if not already subscribed, and like the video. Just waiting for TikTok to notify the viewers that I'm live, and I'll get started in a few moments. Hey Laura, hey Linda, hey y'all. As y'all are coming in, y'all go ahead and tap this screen, and we're going to talk about selling on Amazon, making money on Amazon. Just waiting for the live to pick up and get out in the algorithm. So as y'all are coming in, y'all go ahead and tap the screen, and we'll get started shortly talking about selling on Amazon, putting yourself in position to make money selling on Amazon, get into the bag, get into the money. So as y'all are coming in, y'all go ahead and tap the screen, and we'll get started shortly. Hey Shayla. Hey Samia, hey, is that Roman and Mona? Hey y'all, as y'all are coming in, y'all go ahead and tap the screen. Happy Sunday. I'm not going to be up here too long. I had a few minutes and just wanted to go live, do a Q&A, answering any questions you all have, again, about selling on Amazon the easy way, doing it with the arbitrage business model, y'all, something that I've been doing now for 6+ years, teaching my students how to do for 5+ years, doing it the easy way, getting items for lower, flipping it and reselling it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. So as y'all are coming in, y'all go ahead and come in, tap the screen, and we'll get started shortly. Hey Nina. Hey y'all, as y'all are coming in, y'all say hey, y'all come on in. Y'all say hey, let me know where y'all are watching me from, where y'all are tuning in from. Hey Steven. And as y'all are coming in again, go ahead and tap the screen. Hey, is that Dymo Saunders? Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. Hey y'all. So y'all come on in, tap the screen, and we're going to talk about it. Okay, I see Jersey in the house. If this is your first time here, y'all drop new. I have a lot of new followers, y'all. If I came across your FYP page, you're definitely in the right place at the right time. Let me introduce myself. For those who don't know me, my name is Aprell Skinner. I tell y'all all the time I'm a multiple six-figure earner. I have multiple streams of income. However, the majority of the income comes from selling directly on Amazon.com as a third-party seller. What is a third-party seller? Somebody normal, right? Like me and my students who just wanted to make money selling on Amazon. I always tell y'all, this is not Amazon affiliate. This is not Amazon influencer. You can learn to make money that way. However, it takes you having a following. You want to have an influencer. Obviously, the more followers you have, the more money you're able to make. What I do is I teach people how to sell directly on Amazon.com, where customers are already shopping, where you're already spending money. How do we do this? We do this with the arbitrage business model. What is the arbitrage business model? Simply the business model of getting items from lower, either at a retail store or online, either or, and we sell these items for higher on Amazon to make a profit. So that is what I do, y'all, and that is what I teach my students. So if you're new here, welcome. And y'all let me know what questions y'all have about selling on Amazon. My store is open. I'm on my 15th order after a month, much more than I thought I could do. Awesome, Dymo. See, and that's the thing, y'all. A lot of people never start, and you don't know what you could do in any business for that matter if you don't get started. So a lot of y'all want to make money, you want to change your financial situation, but you are scared to take action and you won't get started. So congratulations to Dymo, who got started and already is doing better than what they thought they would do. So congratulations to you, y'all. And when you're selling on Amazon, y'all, I call it the easy way because there's different ways you can sell on Amazon. With the arbitrage business model, again, you're selling major brands that are already selling. So like I said, these are brands that you're already buying. Customers are already buying on Amazon. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out. So all you're really doing is learning the skill of what type of items should you be selling, when to be sell these items, how to price your items, and all of that. And all of that is a learned skill that you can learn. And you're doing it with the arbitrage model because, again, you're selling brands. And like I tell y'all all the time, we're not getting items from like Alibaba, AliExpress, which it can be done that way. However, that's more money, more work, more complex. So if you want to learn how to do it the easy way, y'all, the easy way and the least expensive way, you absolutely want to do it with the arbitrage business model. The arbitrage business model. Let me see. I wonder how much until my first official sale. Well, see, there's two different types of Amazon accounts, two different types of accounts. There is the individual account, which is 99 cents per item you sell. And then there's the professional account, which is $39.99 per month. I always tell people it's better to start with the individual account because when you're doing the professional account, because when you're selling on the professional seller account, it's going to allow you a lot of more benefits, like you getting the buy box and it's also going to allow you to be able to sell in more categories than the individual account. So I definitely recommend doing the professional account. Child of the King, send me a message now and let me know what it is, and I'll respond as soon as I get off this live. But y'all tap the screen, tap the screen. Welcome, welcome, welcome for those that are coming in. If you're coming in, we're talking about selling on Amazon, making money on Amazon, getting to the bag, getting to the money, y'all. Doing it the easy way with the arbitrage business model. Again, the arbitrage business model is simply just the skill, y'all, of getting items for lower from a retail store or online. And I always tell y'all, you don't need an LLC, tax ID number, EIN number. You don't need any of that to start. You don't need a reseller's permit. You can start as a sole proprietor, y'all. So this is something you can start, because I always tell y'all, anybody can go in a store or anybody can shop online. And what we do with the arbitrage business model of selling on Amazon, we can get an item for like $5. That item could be selling on Amazon for $30 or $40. And we sell it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. And that is how you sell on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. But y'all let me know, what questions do y'all have? If you don't sell, do they send the items back to you? You can get the items sent back to you. You absolutely can. However, you want to be selling items that are selling, and that's why you learn the skill. You'll learn to look at the bestseller ranking. You'll learn to look at how many times the items have sold per month. You'll learn to look at, are there any intellectual property complaints on the item? So you'll learn how to do that. That's why it's important to learn, y'all. I always tell y'all, the more you learn, the more you can earn. And I always tell y'all, you shouldn't be just blindly sending items into Amazon or trying to figure it out or do it on your own. So that would be something that you don't have to worry about, because once you learn and know what you're doing, then obviously you're good to go. Reputable sites for ungating. You can use any site for ungating. You just want to make sure it is a legit wholesaler, or you can even use a retailer like Target, like Kohl's. You just want to make sure you're doing it online. You don't want to do it in the store and get a receipt. You want to do it online, because when you're doing it online, you can print out a actual invoice from online, and it'll say the company or the individual, you know, your name. If it's under your individual account, it'll say how many it was, you know, and all that information. So you want to make sure you're doing it online, because a receipt, y'all know that's what you get in the store. That's not going to work for ungated. But y'all got to learn how to sell. And I tell y'all this all the time, sell items that are auto approved, because there's a lot of items that you can sell on Amazon. They're auto approved. What does that mean? That means you don't have to get ungated. You don't have to purchase items and submit an invoice or any of that, because there are a lot of items, millions of items that you could sell, and they're automatically approved for you to go ahead and start selling, y'all. So many items. But these are some good questions. Thank y'all for the follows. If y'all are new here, definitely make sure y'all are following. Again, if you're new here and like, what is she talking about? What is she doing? How can I learn how to make money? I teach you how to make money selling on Amazon the easy way with the arbitrage business model. And again, the arbitrage business model, thank you, Roberta. The arbitrage business model is simply the skill of getting items for lower, either at a retail store or online, and we sell these items for higher on Amazon to make a profit, y'all. That is what I do, and that is what I teach my students. Let me see. How to judge unknown sales. Dymo, I would stay away from that. You want to find items where you can, you know, obviously see the bestseller ranking. You want to look for items that are under 100,000. The lower that number is, the BSR, bestseller ranking, the better. You want to look for items that has like a minimum of 30 or more sales per month. Dymo was asking about unknown sales, which leads me to, if you can't see how many times the item has sold per month, I would stay away from that item, because you can't analyze it to know if that's a good selling item, which leads me to, you'll learn how to analyze and learn how to know, is this a good selling item to send into Amazon, especially if you're doing FBA. Because that is the beauty of selling on Amazon, y'all. You can literally do FBA, that is fulfilled by Amazon, where you are sending your items into Amazon's warehouse. And when you send your items into Amazon's warehouse, Amazon is doing all the shipping, all the customer service, and everything for y'all. While you're at work, while you're asleep, while you're on vacation, Amazon can run your business for you with fulfilled by Amazon FBA. And I always tell y'all, you can utilize what is called an Amazon Prep Center. Using an Amazon Prep Center, that's when you're doing online arbitrage. You're ordering your items from online. You can send it to the Amazon Prep Center. Once the Amazon Prep Center has it, they will package, prep, label it. They do all of that for you. And then they send it into Amazon, which is FBA. And now we're back at where Amazon is doing all the shipping, all the customer service, all of that for you, y'all. So there is a way that you could do this where you're not doing a whole lot. But y'all let me know what questions y'all have. Y'all continue to tap the screen, tap the screen. I'm trying to see if I missed any questions. Definitely make sure you are following. Again, if you're coming in, thank y'all for the follows. We're talking about selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. I see a lot of you all following me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If y'all already been here, y'all already know. Again, my name is Aprell Skinner. I'm a multiple six-figure earner. I make I have multiple streams of income. However, the majority of my income comes from selling directly on Amazon as a third-party seller. That is what I do, and that is what I teach my students, y'all. I teach you how to get to the bag and how to get to the money, how to do it the easy way and the least expensive way. And why are we selling on Amazon? Why not? You don't have to sell to your family or friends, right? You don't have to recruit. I tell y'all that all the time. You don't have to grow a following. You don't have to be a social media influencer. You don't have to build a website. You're selling on Amazon where customers are already shopping. Y'all are already shopping on Amazon. If you are spending money on Amazon, drop a me in the chat. 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 How much for the course? The regular price of the training is $997. Right now, it's currently on sale for $500. And I do offer Sezzle, Shop Pay, Afterpay, Klarna, and Affirm. So multiple different payment options. And right now, if you get the Amazon training, you can also get the eBay training for free. You can get the eBay training for free. And my training, y'all, comes with daily items list. So if you're wondering how can I find items, what type of items should I be selling, how to analyze an item, all of that. So not only do I teach you how to find items, what type of items you should be selling, what items you should stay away from, because there's some items you should not be selling. I give you brands I know you're automatically approved to sell and items in that brand. But as a bonus, I give my students daily items list. And this items list update every day, Monday through Friday. So that also comes with the training as well. How do I communicate with the Prep Center so they know my products? Easy. Once you sign up with the Prep Center, you can either email them, go to their website, sign up. You'll see their email. A lot of them have contact phone numbers. Once you are signed up with them, they'll send you a spreadsheet, and you're just simply putting the items. Like, I'm sending this toothpaste, I'm sending these crayons, just giving y'all an example. This is how many I'm sending. Then you'll put in the tracking number once you get the tracking number from the supplier. So it is a real easy process, y'all. A lot of people feel like they're confused or they can't do it because you don't know the steps. Once you learn, again, I say the more you learn, the more you're going to earn. You'll be good to go, y'all. I tell y'all all the time, it's just like a job. When we start any job, we don't know what we're doing, right? Day one, you have no clue what you're doing, right? You're a newbie. And then you learn. By a week, you know more. By 3 weeks, you know a whole lot more. By a month, y'all see what I'm saying? By 90 days, you're doing it in your sleep. You're on your phone texting while you're working and stuff. Selling on Amazon is the same way. Is it a skill you got to learn? But I'm telling you, once you learn it, you'll be good to go. What do we have questions after purchasing the course? If you have questions, y'all, you can always message me or email me. Message me or email me. My students know that. So once you get the training, you're going to get an email with login information. You're going to also have, you can message me on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. You can see all this information from my website. And I also have a text number as well. So y'all don't be fearful, because I know a lot of times people may purchase things. You may not get help. You may not be able to contact people. Again, I am very personable. And if you message me, I will always respond, y'all. I will always respond. But good questions, y'all. Y'all tap the screen, tap the screen. Look, me. I see the people. So again, my motto is, if you're spending money on Amazon, you need to learn how to put yourself in position to start making money on Amazon. That is all I did 6 years ago. And again, I started teaching my students the same. I've been doing this now for 5 years. Again, simply flipping items, y'all. Getting items for lower from a retail store, either in the store or online. So if you don't want to do this in the store, y'all, I always say no excuse. You can do this online. Like, you can literally be sitting in the car and searching items online. Let me find something for low, see if it's selling on Amazon where I can sell it for higher and make a profit, y'all. That is what we do. So you can do this online. That is what we do, y'all. But any more questions, y'all? Y'all continue to tap the screen, tap the screen. Okay, I answered that question. Let me see. Any more questions, y'all? Everything is gated and require hundreds of units to get ungated. It's not, y'all. It's not. There are some items that are gated. What does gated mean? That means not approved. And you got to apply to sell. That means getting invoices and all of that. This is what this person is talking about. However, do I have any of my students up here? Because my students know I teach y'all how to sell items that are not gated. And that's what I was talking about, auto approved. Y'all got to learn how to sell items that are automatically approved. Again, there are millions of items that you can sell on Amazon, and they do not require you to spend out money getting ungated. You literally click 2 buttons and they're automatically approved. I go over these items in the training, the brands and the ASINs, the items. And I'm constantly giving my students items every single day, Monday through Friday, of auto approved items that you're automatically approved to sell. So whereas I show you how to get ungated, meaning approved in brands that are restricted, there are so many brands that you can sell that you don't have to go through all of that. Because again, I show you how to get to the bag and get to the money the easiest way, the least expensive way. And that is not you coming in, spending a lot of money trying to get ungated. So if that makes sense, drop a yes. If that makes sense, drop a yes, y'all. Again, you just got to learn the correct way. A lot of people, again, would try to sell on Amazon. They don't get a course. They don't have any coaching, no mentor, and they're just trying to figure it out. And you doing that is going to cost you a lot of time, number one, and a lot of money. What happened if you get rejected from Amazon when you upload your invoice from a distributor? Which leads me to just keep reapplying. And that's why you don't want to go through the ungating process, because again, Amazon may not approve you the first time. If they don't, just keep applying, y'all. Keep applying. But like I tell my students, in the meantime, in between time, we're going to sell items that are automatically approved. So we're not going through purchasing items. That's money, number one, right? You got to spend money to get an invoice, and then we're not going through wasting our time of waiting for Amazon to approve us, because they may not approve you on the first try. But I show you how to get ungated in the training. But is it very straightforward? But it is very straightforward. Lots of support and detail. I think this is one of my students. Camille, are you telling them about the training? Let me know, and I'll pin that comment. So is it normal? Yeah, it's normal, y'all. Again, and I tell my students that in the training, again, I teach you how to get ungated. Ungating is not the hard part. The hard part is spending money, right? If you don't have to, and then waiting for them to approve you, because you may submit the same thing 7 times, and on the 7th time they approve you. So just keep doing it. Your course, yes, I am. Thank you, Camille. Okay, let me pin this. All right, Camille, she's one of my students. Let me pin a comment. I love when my students come in. I always, because people be asking about the training. Camille says, she said something else. What else did you say, Camille? She's saying basically the training is very straightforward, lots of support, and very detailed. And not to toot my own horn, but Camille is saying what it is, y'all. Again, there is a whole lot of information in the training, a lot that I could have left out and charged for, another training. It should be like 2 or 3 trainings all into one. So you're definitely going to get what you paid for. On top of, you get daily items every day, Monday through Friday. On top of, like somebody asked, I think it was Empress, can we message you? My students, if they have any questions, you can message me or email me, and I actually respond, y'all. It's not an assistant. I don't have an admin or anything like that. It's actually me taking time out to respond, to help you get to the bag, get to the money, to help you understand if you're not understanding something, y'all. But any more questions, y'all continue to tap the screen. My husband is taking over for me as I have been ill. Oh, I'm sorry, Camille. And that's another thing. First of all, Camille, praying for your husband, praying for, no, you say you've been ill, praying for you, praying for total healing, for God to heal you. And he's definitely going to do it. But I said that to say this. Camille said her husband is taking over the business. And I tell y'all, get the training, teach your family, teach your spouse, teach your boo, teach your kids, y'all. This is something that you absolutely can do, y'all. Get to the bag, get to the money. All right, any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? What if Amazon restricts your personal account? Will you be able to still open a seller's account? Tisha, your personal account, will you be able to still open a seller's account? Tisha, you can open a business account, but you want to use like a different email, a different phone number, all of that, but do it under a business. So whereas you had it under personal, you want to do it under business with the, EIN number, tax ID number. And I just say that some people refer to it as tax ID, some people EIN. So everybody know what I'm talking about. How come the human can manually my invoice. I'm not sure. I think it was just like, so when you're trying to get ungated, sometimes it could be bots or it could be humans. So again, it just all depends. So if you're getting denied and you have everything correct, like it's a legit wholesaler, you have the quantity that was required, just keep submitting it. Just keep submitting it. All right, any more questions, y'all? Y'all continue to tap the screen, tap the screen. I'm trying to scroll through and see if I missed anything. Again, thank y'all for the follows. If you're coming in, we're talking about selling on Amazon, making money on Amazon, doing it the easy way with the arbitrage business model. I tell y'all there's a complex way, a more expensive way, and that's doing it private label or wholesale. Again, nothing wrong with that. It's just going to take more time, more money. When you're doing the arbitrage model, you can come in and you can start quickly because you're selling brands that are already selling on Amazon, brands that you can get from a retail store or online, and then you don't have to worry about being set up as a business. You don't have to have a reseller's permit. Again, doing the arbitrage model, you can start with your first name, last name, social security number, y'all. So that is what we're talking about if you're coming in. Let me see. Tap the screen, tap the screen. Yes, I have 300 unit. They require only 200 real distributors. Just keep trying to get ungated. Keep trying to get ungated and learn items, y'all. Learn items that you can sell that does not require you to go through all that. Because again, where some people may have a budget and don't mind spending money to get ungated, some people don't have a big budget. That's why I always tell y'all, when you're doing the arbitrage model, you can start with a very small budget. I always tell people you can start comfortably within your budget. Whatever your budget is, you can start with between $100 to $500 to get started. If you're starting coming in just trying to get ungated and a whole bunch of brands and items, that's going to take more money. I don't want y'all to do that. So I told y'all, I teach y'all strategically how to sell brands that are auto approved, brands that are automatically approved, because there are so many brands, so many items that you can sell that you don't have to get ungated. And I have that information in the training along with the daily items list that my students get every day, Monday through Friday. All right, but any more questions, y'all? Y'all continue to tap the screen, tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the engagement up. And y'all also share the live out. Share the live out. I always tell y'all sharing is caring. A lot of people need this information. A lot of people need this information. A lot of people, inflation is at an all-time high. A lot of people are, and let's just be real, a lot of people are having trouble paying their rent, paying their mortgage, getting groceries and stuff, y'all. It's real out here in these streets. So share the information out, especially if people can find a way to make more money without having to work a job. So definitely share the information out. But any more questions, y'all? Any more questions, y'all? Any more questions, y'all? Any more questions again about selling on Amazon, making money on Amazon, doing it with the arbitrage business model, simply getting items for lower, flipping it, and reselling them for higher on Amazon? Any more questions? I want to invest with you so we can get the bag together. I know that's right. If you're interested in the training, y'all, drop on one. Drop on one, and I'm going to tell you how to get it and take advantage of the discount. Drop on one. And again, if you're wondering what is the training, it is a full training, y'all. A full training on Amazon teaching you A to Z, how to set your account up, important things you should know, how to get ungated, how to get the buy box, how to price your items, what items to stay away from, brands I know you're automatically approved in, all of that information, y'all, how to get your resellers permit. I give you funding information, and also you get a daily items list, and this daily items list is updated every single day, Monday through Friday, of giving you items. So I'm giving you the item of the link of it selling on Amazon, the supplier. A lot of people ask that. So if I'm giving you an item on Amazon, I'll give you the supplier. Like you could get it from Walmart, Target, Kohl's. I tell you where to get it from. I'm giving you the bestseller ranking, the reviews, if any other sellers are selling on the item, the profit you'll make, the return on investment, the profit margin, like all of that information, y'all, is on the items list. If you're interested in the training, you want to click my head up here. Y'all see my picture up here? And then my picture will pop up at the bottom. And then after you do that, you should be on my TikTok profile. Once you're on my TikTok profile, you're going to go to the clickable link. You'll see the clickable link. It is wealthwithaprell.com, and that is my domain name, wealthwithaprell.com. Once you're on my website, you want to actually go over to shop, S-H-O-P at the top, and you'll see all of the quick links. Any link you click, because I always get asked that, it does not matter. I just offer multiple different payment options. Any link you click is going to get you the Amazon training, the bonus eBay training, and access for the access to the daily items list. And again, that is a list I give my students, and it updates every day, y'all, Monday through Friday, of multiple items that you can sell on Amazon. Camille says, welcome, y'all. Hey, Camille. Wouldn't there be too many sellers of Amazon if everyone is doing it? Very good question. I talk about this all the time. No, I tell y'all know normally I'm in my office, y'all, going through a presentation, like a free training. But in 2022, Amazon generated over $514 billion in sales. I think now I'm going off the top of my head because I don't have my slides. In 2023, Amazon generated over $574 billion in sales. And this is information y'all can Google. In 2023, Amazon generated over $620 billion in sales. Am I saying that right, y'all? What is this, 25 now? No, sorry, 2024, Amazon generated over $620 billion in sales. So I said that to say all of this, y'all. The sales are continuing to increase, and y'all can Google this information. So I always tell y'all, if you feel like you can't make money selling on Amazon, it's too saturated, it's too many sellers, it's too late for you to start, that is not true, y'all. That is not true. This is $1 billion in sales that Amazon is making every year, and it's continuing to increase. So I always tell people, if you don't feel like you can learn how to make a few $1,000s selling on Amazon, you're definitely connected to the wrong people. But no, it is not too late at all. It is not too late. It is definitely time to get started, y'all. Because again, everybody is shopping on Amazon. And even if you are not shopping on Amazon, I promise you probably know somebody that's shopping on Amazon. Again, drop me. If you are spending money on Amazon, or you know somebody that's spending money on Amazon, drop me. Because like, if I didn't personally shop on Amazon, which I do, my husband does, and my kids. So even if I didn't, I know people that do. My neighbors, y'all, as much as the Amazon truck comes to my house delivering items, they're coming to my neighbor's house. So if you spend money on Amazon, or you know somebody that spend money on Amazon, y'all put a me in the chat. Put a me in the chat. Put a me in the chat. But no, it is not too late at all, y'all. Everybody is shopping on Amazon. Everybody is shopping on Amazon. We see the me's coming in. No. So it is not too late at all. Look at the me's. There go the me's, y'all. So if you feel like it's too late, it's too many sellers, y'all, that's not true. That's not true. If that's the case, that's like saying there's too many people working jobs. No. At the end of the day, people gonna work jobs. It's not too many people selling on Amazon. No, it's not. And it's never, I always say this, it's never going to be as many sellers as there is buyers. The buyers, people buying on Amazon, will always outweigh the sellers. And my motto was, if I'm spending money, or my thought process is, if I'm spending money on Amazon, let me figure out how to start making money selling on Amazon. So it's absolutely not too late. But y'all continue to tap the screen, and y'all let me know what other questions do y'all have. Let me know what other questions do y'all have. Again, we're talking about selling on Amazon with the arbitrage model, either getting items out of a retail store or online, and we're selling it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. And you could do this either you shipping the items to the customers yourself, or you could do FBA, send them in beforehand, and let Amazon do all the shipping, all the customer service, the storing. Like, they do all of that for you, y'all, so you don't have to do anything. Or if you want to be completely hands-off in this business, utilize an Amazon Prep Center. What is an Amazon Prep Center? That is when you're ordering your items, doing online arbitrage, and you're going to send it to the Prep Center's address. Once the Prep Center has the item, they will package, prep, label it. They do all of that. And then they will send it in to Amazon for you. Now we're back at FBA, where Amazon is running your business. Fulfilled by Amazon. Can you see my messenger? Are you trying to send me a message? If you're trying to send it now, I'm on live. I can't see it now. I'll check it when I get off. How much do you have to come out pocket? Starting the arbitrage business, you can start with a very small budget, between $100 to $500. Between $100 to $500. I have students that start all the time with a small budget, and that's why I love. Let me give you the steps, or the tiers. If you're doing the arbitrage model, again, that's selling major brands that are already selling, getting it for lower, either in a retail store or online, selling it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. Starting that model, you can start with between $100 to $500 within your budget. If you're doing wholesale, Wholesale is selling brands as well. However, you're buying in bulk from wholesalers, right? And a lot of the wholesalers will require you to have a business license or a reseller's permit. So that's number one. And a lot of people may not have that. And then number two, they're going to require you to purchase a MOQ. A MOQ is a minimum order quantity. Like you got a minimum order, a minimum amount of items that you have to get from us in order to do business with us. And then number three, they may not be willing to do business with you because they have to approve you to do business with them. But I said all that to say this: if they allow you to do business with them and then you have the budget for the MOQ, you want to have a budget of, I would say, between $3,000 to $5,000 doing wholesale, starting that business model. If you're starting private label is getting items from like Alibaba, AliExpress, Temu, China suppliers. Y'all are familiar with that. Unbranded generic items. That takes a lot of time and is more complex and more money, because when you're doing private label, you're selling a unbranded generic item, right, that nobody is familiar with. Nobody is searching this item. It's not already selling on Amazon. So now you got to buy in bulk, right, from a supplier. After you find a legit supplier, you got to purchase barcodes, or y'all may know it as UPC codes or G10 codes. You got to do that. Then you got to create a brand around it. That's money, right? So it takes a lot of work and is more complex. Then you got to create pictures, titles, descriptions, right? Because again, this item is not already on Amazon. So and Amazon has to approve you to sell this item. So after you do all of that, now you got to spend money, right? That's what a lot of money come in at with advertising, PPC, because nobody is searching the item. So with private label, the amount it costs to start that business estimate is between $5,000 to $10,000. That's why I recommend the arbitrage business model. What did I say, y'all? With the arbitrage business model, we are selling major brands that are already selling, major brands that people are familiar with, major brands that people are already buying on Amazon. Again, all we're doing is getting the items for lower, flipping it, reselling it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. That is going to be the easiest way and the least expensive way to get started selling on Amazon. And you could start that business model with a budget, because I did it. And I have students that do it all the time, between $100 to $500. If you understand what I just said, drop a 1. Because I always try to break it down to make sure y'all understand. Because if you understand, right, you'll implement. And if you implement, then you'll learn how you'll be able to put yourself in position to make money. Drop a 1. All right, let me see. Can we send a bulk item to the prep center separate with individual sale? Yeah, you can send whatever you want to the prep center. You can send whatever you want to the prep center. You get hooked up with them. You let them know what you're sending. You put it on the spreadsheet. They know what's coming. You're good to go. You can send whatever you want to the prep center. If I'm a new person, I need OA, then wholesale. Yeah, I recommend you starting the arbitrage model. You want to do it in tiers, y'all. You can make money, multiple different business models. However, start with the arbitrage model. I say it's going to be the easiest way and the least expensive way to get started. That's what I teach y'all. I also give you wholesale information. Like I have over 10,000 Amazon wholesalers in my training. And I give you templates, like how you just put your information in and what you say to them, the verbiage, literally copy and paste, and you apply for these different wholesalers. So I said that to say that start with arbitrage, then wholesale, then private label. Some people try to come in and start private label. Now, it can't be done, because I believe you can do anything, right? You can do all things through Christ. However, it's going to be more complex, take more time, and take more money. If you want to start the easiest way and the least expensive way, that is the arbitrage model. Why? Because we are selling major brands that are already selling. A lot of you are familiar with that brand I just had up there. What was that? Deer Park. Or even if it's not in your area, you're familiar with the brand of water that's in your area. Y'all are familiar with Dove soap, Suave lotion, Suave deodorant, Jergens lotion. Y'all know, y'all are familiar. Fisher Price. Y'all are familiar with those brands. Doritos, Oreos. We sell brands that are already selling on Amazon. We get it for lower in a retail store or online, sell it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. That's why you want to do the arbitrage model. All right, let me see. Any more questions, y'all? Do I have to notify Amazon when the item is arriving to the fulfillment center. No, you don't. What you'll be doing that. So if you are sending the item in to Amazon, you're going to create what is called a shipment plan. And that's pretty much you listing your item and saying that you're sending it to Amazon's warehouse. Then you'll walk through and put what you're sending, the weight, all of that. That's you notifying them. Then once Amazon has your item, they're going to scan it and they'll make it available in your inventory. Now, if you're utilizing an Amazon prep center, the prep center, depending upon who you're working with, the prep centers I have in my training too that I'm partnered with, and you get a discount, they'll go in and do all of that for you where they're going in to do it. So I say that to say this, you're technically not notifying Amazon. You're creating a shipment plan, or you're sending it to the prep center, and the prep center is going to send it in. And then your items will come available once they get to the Amazon's warehouse, and Amazon scans it into your inventory. But it's an easy process. I might have been shaking it, Cheryl, with my hand. Is it ungated? I'm not. Is what ungated, Cheryl? Let me see. Any more questions, y'all? And y'all continue to tap the screen, and answer that. Any more questions, y'all? Because I'm not going to be up here too much longer. All right, I'm trying to scroll through and see if I missed anything. Again, if you're coming in, let me charge my phone. My phone is about to go dead. If you're coming in, y'all, we're talking about selling on Amazon the easy way and the least expensive way. And that's doing it with the arbitrage model. Getting items for lower, flipping it, reselling it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. You can send anything to the prep. As long as you can sell it, y'all, you can send it to the prep center. The prep center will package prep, label it, and then they will send it in to Amazon. Could you please respond to my question? Martha, what was your question? Let me say this, y'all, because I don't want y'all to think I'm ignoring y'all. Depending upon how you're writing the question or wording that's in it, TikTok could be filtering it. Drop it again, Martha, and hopefully I'll see it. Because I don't see a question from you, Martha. And I don't think y'all can see it either. I don't think so. Martha, thank you for the rose, though, Martha. I see where you sent a rose. I'm trying to scroll through. Let me see if I can find Martha's question. But drop it again, Martha. But a lot of times, y'all, and I'm trying to see if that's why I try to scroll through to see if I missed anything. Okay, I answered that. Yeah, I don't see it, Martha. Drop it again. To see if I missed anything. Okay, I answered that. Yeah, I don't see it, Martha. Drop it again. More questions about selling on Amazon, making money on Amazon. All right, I'm trying to scroll through. Hold on. Do I list the products when it hits the Amazon fulfillment center or before? You're going to list it before. Because you're listing it, letting Amazon, that's pretty much, again, like I was saying, your way of letting Amazon know it's coming. Now, if you're interested in the training, y'all, I teach y'all how to do all this in the training. So I'm talking the information, and that's why I have the training, right? I don't have an ebook or anything like that because it's information you would have to read. The training is visual videos that's walking you through. This is how you do that. So I said that to say this. You will create a shipment plan, and that's pretty much you going in, listing your item like I have. Say, for example, this water. I'm listing, this water. I'm selling it at, whatever price. I have, say, 10 of the waters. And then they're going to ask you, are you shipping the item, are you shipping the item, or are you sending it in to Amazon? If you put you're sending it in to Amazon, that is you going in to create a shipment plan. Because you'll go in to send the inventory into Amazon. Then you're going to put in the weight of the box, all of that. So hopefully that makes sense. How much is the training? The regular price of the training, y'all, is $9.97. Right now, it is currently on sale for $500. Again, I do offer Sezzle, ShopPay, Afterpay, Klarna, and Affirm. So multiple different buy now, pay later options where you can start as low as $40-something up to no more than $125 to start today. What do you get with the training? Because I know some people are just coming in. You get access to the full Amazon training. It is a full training, not a PDF. ebook, anything like that. This is, multiple videos. You're going to get the full training. You're also going to get the bonus eBay training. eBay teaches you eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, it's wholesaler. Same thing as the Amazon training, a full eBay training. And then you also get the daily items list of items to sell on Amazon. My students, again, get items every day, Monday through Friday, of what they can sell on Amazon. Again, the supplier, the bestseller ranking, I break down the profits, all of that information, y'all. But any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? Y'all tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen. Let's get these likes up a little more. Y'all tap the screen, tap the screen. Again, if you're just coming on, we're talking about selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. The arbitrage business model. And I always stress that, y'all, because some people ask me, do I teach private label? I know private label. I don't teach it. Why? Because I told y'all I feel like it's more complex. It takes more money and it takes longer for you to start. I teach you how to hurry up and get to the bag, get to the money. And you're going to do that with the arbitrage model. Again, because you're selling major brands that are already selling, customers are already buying. Again, you're just getting the items for low, flipping it, reselling it for higher on Amazon, y'all, to make a profit. That's why I teach the arbitrage model. But OA can get your account suspended. If you are selling brands that you shouldn't be selling, y'all, there are some brands that you should not be selling. And I have all that information in the training. And y'all want to be sure about that as far as what you're selling. So there are some brands that you should not be selling. Why is this? But as long as you know the brands that you should not be selling, then you're good to go. As long as you're selling the brands, know the brands that you should not be selling, you're good to go. And then there's also software that you could use as well. There's also software you can use. So you shouldn't be, again, blindly doing it, y'all. Because if you're blindly doing it, then you're doing yourself a disservice. You are doing yourself a disservice. All right, how much is the training? My invoice. Any more questions, y'all? Y'all continue to tap the screen, and let me know any other questions y'all have about selling on Amazon, making money on Amazon. Again, doing it with the arbitrage model. All right, hold on. I'm trying to see. I sent you an email. Okay, Martha, I'll check. You're glitching. Am I glitching for y'all? Y'all let me know. Thank y'all for the follows. Can y'all hear me? Am I glitching? Let me know, y'all. Am I glitching? Because my moderator said I was glitching. Y'all let me know. Can y'all hear me? Am I glitching? Am I going in and out? Let me know, y'all. Thank y'all for the follows. Again, if I came across your FYP, welcome, 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 y'all. My name is Aprell Skinner. I'm a multiple six-figure earner. I make multiple streams. I have multiple streams of income. Again, the majority of the income comes from selling directly on Amazon.com as a third-party seller, y'all. That is what I do, and that is what I teach my students. Y'all let me know, am I glitching before I keep talking, because it's just a delay. Okay, thank you, Courtney. But I'm about to get off, y'all, because I think I've been up here over 30 minutes. Again, y'all, any more questions, y'all? Any more questions about selling on Amazon, getting started? Any questions you're confused about, what you need to know, y'all? Any more questions, y'all? I need the... Okay, Martha, you just sent me an email earlier, didn't you? As soon as I get off the live, I'll send you the list. And if you get the training, y'all, the exclusive items list, that comes automatically with the training, y'all. Your former student started the store but stopped selling for personal reasons. I want to sell again. Go ahead and get started. That is another thing. It is lifetime access to the training, y'all. So I'm glad you said that. Definitely get started. Let me know if you have any questions. It's lifetime access to the training, y'all. Lifetime access to the training. Lifetime access to the training. All right. Any more questions, y'all? Any more? If not, I'm about to go ahead and get off the live because I think I've been up here over... Jada, how long have I been up here? I'm asking my moderator, y'all. All right, if you're coming in, again, we're talking about selling on Amazon, making money on Amazon. Y'all doing it with the arbitrage model. Again, the arbitrage model is just selling major brands that are already selling. Selling major brands that are already selling. It's Kimberly. We'll be in touch. Okay, Kimberly. About 30 minutes, 30-ish minutes. All right, y'all. Any more questions? If I don't have any more questions, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get off the live. Any more questions, y'all? But if y'all are serious about getting to the bag, getting to the money, you definitely want to start a business. Start a business, right? Because a job is going to have you capped. A job is going to have you capped at this income. And that's just the reality. and what it is. You definitely want to start a business, because when you start a business, the income potential could be, unlimited. It's up to you as far as the work you put in, learning the information, implementing it, y'all. And I just tell y'all, I always recommend selling on Amazon. Why? Because you don't have to sell to your family and friends. You don't have to recruit. You don't have to grow a following, y'all. You don't have to do any of that. All you got to do is learn the skill of selling on the #1 selling platform where customers, they're already shopping, y'all. Customers are already shopping. So it is a easy way to get in, get started, and get to the bag, get to the money, y'all. I made over $10,000 in my first 30 days selling on Amazon, and I have a lot of students that I taught, went through the training, and they made over $10,000 in their first 30 days selling on Amazon. But you absolutely can learn this skill, y'all. Learn the skill. All right, any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? Because I'm not going to be up here too much longer. I think somebody is saying the ungate. Again, y'all, sell brands that you don't have to get ungated in. A lot of y'all let that ungating get y'all in the chokehold, and I feel like because y'all don't know what to automatically sell. See, again, me and my students, that's not a big deal to us about getting ungated. Again, I show y'all how to get ungated. That's approved to sell brands that you're not approved to sell. But there are so many brands that you can sell that does not require you to get ungated, y'all. There are so many brands that you can sell that does not require you to get ungated. Let me hold y'all hand while I say that one more time. There are so many brands that you can sell that does not require you to get ungated. They're called auto-approved brands. I wish I had some of my students up here. They're called auto-approved brands. What does that mean? That means these brands are automatically approved for you to sell, y'all. I have multiple brands in my training with the items that you can sell, along with my students get daily items every day, Monday through Friday. This is what I know, y'all. This is what I do. So I said that to say this. There are so many brands that you can sell that does not require you to get ungated, and that does not need to be manually approved, meaning or manual ungate, where you got to purchase items to get ungated, y'all. So hopefully y'all heard that. Hopefully. Does Amazon charge a standard fee for the North Americans? Send me a message. I'll send you the information as far as your different areas. But in general, it's two different types of accounts. You have the individual account and the professional account. The individual account is 99 cents per item you sell, and the professional account is $39.99 per month. And then you do also have your Amazon fees, but you'll learn how to calculate all that. Again, I show you that in the training. When you calculate your items, I show you how to calculate it and figure out what your profit is. That is the actual money you're going to make on the sale. How do we find those brands? You got to do your research if you don't know. Even me personally, y'all. So this is the way it works. I can tell you Fisher Price is a brand. Spring Valley, that's a brand. What is another one? See, they're in my training, y'all. I honestly don't know all of them off the top of my head. But I said that to say that Play-Doh, that's another one. However, even though I'm giving you that brand, it may be a specific item or items in that brand. Drop a 1 if this is making sense. So you need to know the exact items inside of those brands. You need to know the exact items inside of those brands. And that's where my training comes in at, because I teach you that. Now, without you knowing or getting the training, you got to research. Find items that it takes scan. It's going to take a lot of time and a lot of research. And like I tell people, if you don't have the time and you're ready to learn how to go ahead and make money, start getting money, changing your financial situation, changing your bank account, invest into yourself and get the training, because I give you all of that information. Otherwise, it's something you got to learn, something you got to research, and something you got to find out. Let me see. I answered that question. Thank y'all for the follows. Thank y'all for the follows. Any more questions, y'all? But again, there are multiple brands and items in those brands that are automatically approved. Meaning, again, you don't have to purchase anything. You don't have to submit an invoice. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do that, because, who has time to be doing all that? Again, y'all want to learn how to do it the easy way and the least expensive way. The easy way and the least expensive way. All right, y'all, but I'm about to go ahead and get off the live. I think I've answered everybody's question. Martha, if you're still up here, I'm going to send you the exclusive items list when I get off of the live. If you're interested in the training, y'all, taking advantage of the bundle deal discount, drop a one. Drop a one of learning how to sell on Amazon. Drop a one. And I'll be right back, y'all. All right, drop a one. If you're interested in learning how to sell on Amazon the easy way with the arbitrage business model, learning how to get to the bag, get to the money, y'all, because we're in second quarter now. We're in second quarter. I keep telling y'all, first quarter is gone. That was January, February, March. Hopefully y'all know the quarters of the year. If you're an entrepreneur, I know you know. But now we're in April, May, June, right? So y'all want to go ahead and start taking advantage now, getting in position now to start getting to the bag, getting to the money, y'all, because 2025 is flying by just the way 2024 did. So if you're serious about changing your financial situation, learning how to get to the bag, getting to the money, leveling up, bossing up, drop a one, and I'm going to show you how to get the training and take advantage of the bundle deal discount. Thank y'all for the follows. If you're interested in the training, y'all, you want to click my head up here. Click my head up here. And then my head is going to pop up at the bottom. Once you do that, y'all, you should be on my TikTok profile. Once you're on my TikTok profile, you want to click the clickable link. It is wealthwithaprell.com. Or you can go to my website, which is wealthwithaprell.com. That's my domain. Once you do that, y'all, you're going to be on my website. You want to go over to the quick links. You'll see shop, S-H-O-P at the top. You'll see links, and then you'll see shop. S-H-O-P at the top. Once you do that, you'll see, I think it's like 4 links. It does not matter which one you click, y'all. It's going, I offer different payment options. That's why you're going to see multiple links. So don't get confused, because a lot of people are asked, you know, which one should I get? Which one is the right one? It doesn't matter, y'all. You want to, look, y'all, they're delivering, oh wait, if I flip that, y'all gonna see my address. I don't want y'all to see that. Y'all know not everybody crazy, some people crazy, y'all. But multiple links, y'all. So any link, you could pay with Sezzle, Shop Pay, Afterpay. I was gonna show y'all Amazon is literally delivering a package to my house now. But you can pay with Sezzle, Shop Pay, Afterpay, Klarna, or Affirm. I offer multiple different payment options. Any link you click, again, is going to get you the Amazon training, the bonus eBay training, and access to the daily items list. And if you go through the buy now, pay later option, you can start as low as $40-something up to no more than $125 to start today. But any more questions, y'all, I'm about to get off. I wish I could flip it, y'all, but my address is literally on my mailbox. My address is literally on my mailbox. Any more questions, y'all, about selling on Amazon, making money on Amazon? If not, I'm going to go ahead and get off the live. Somebody said that's good, yeah. Any more questions, y'all? Maybe I'll get him when he walk it up, but my husband might get it. Any more questions, y'all? Again, about selling on Amazon, making money on Amazon. I told y'all how to get the training and take advantage of the discount price. After purchasing the course, how soon will I be able to get started? You can start as soon. I'm going to show y'all. Hold on. Because y'all know people. I know y'all not crazy, but y'all know some people crazy. As soon as you pay, y'all, you get immediate access to everything. To me, to the training, to the daily items list, all of that. Kenzie is asking, I think, hopefully I said that right. When I get the course, how soon will I? Kenzie is asking, I think, hopefully I said that right. When I get the course, how soon will I do a live? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, because I just had a call. You're welcome. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, because I just had a call before I keep talking. And I'm about to get off. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, because I had a call. If you can hear me, drop yes. If you can hear me, drop yes. Because I had a call, and sometimes it'll kick me off. Okay, I can hear you. All right, y'all. Okay, good, good, good. All right, y'all. I'm about to, like, he's taking forever. I got a whole, but he got about probably 5 or 7 packages. I was trying to flip it, y'all. But y'all already know, at the end of the day, people are spending money on Amazon. So if they're spending money on Amazon, you need to put yourself in position to start making money selling on Amazon. Get into the bag, get into the money. Oh, let me flip it. Shoot, hold on, y'all. I hope I didn't show my address. Hold on, y'all. Shoot, now he's coming back. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to do it without showing my address. Can y'all see? Now, this is, and I don't want to show y'all his license plates. This is somebody, y'all know how they had the personal Amazon, so he's not in the actual, but y'all see him with the boxes. What physical business address do you recommend? Oh, let me flash it real quick. Look, y'all see him? Let me flip it back around. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. What physical business address do you recommend? What site to do wholesale? Are you asking me 2 different questions? Because you're saying what physical business address do you recommend? You could get a virtual address if you don't have an actual business address. You could use a virtual address. And what site do you do wholesale? You could use like Wholesale Central. There's just Google Amazon wholesalers. You just want to make sure those wholesalers are legit. Now, I have multiple wholesalers in my training, and then it just depends. For the person that's asking that, ML04, do you have a reseller's permit? Let me know that. And a business license, because a lot of these wholesalers will require you to have a business license and a reseller's permit. Let me know. But you can Google Amazon wholesalers. Just do your research and make sure it is a legit wholesaler, because you don't want to get got. Yes, what site can you get a virtual address? You could do like Opus, iPostal is one. You could Google that too. Opus, iPostal for your virtual address, and find one within your budget. Just find one, because they're different prices. Some can be like $19.99 per month. Some maybe $40 per month. Some $100 per month. You know, just do what's comfortable in your budget. What's the best course that you have for a brand new Amazon seller? Very good question, Melinda. So I only have one Amazon course. That's why I was telling y'all, don't get confused. When you go to my website, if you see Amazon in the title, you're going to get the Amazon course. Right now, I am running the bundle special where if you get the Amazon training, you will get the bonus eBay training for free. And then automatically with the Amazon training, you're going to get access to the daily items list. What is the daily items list? Again, my students get items every day, Monday through Friday. So you'll get all of that. So it's not a different course or multiple courses, y'all. I know it's confusing, trust me. And I'm going to update my website. But even when I had one link, but I had like Sezzle, Afterpay, Klarna, like different payment links inside of that one link, people for some reason were still confused. Then I broke it up. But again, I said that to say this. Any link that you go through is going to get you the Amazon training, the bonus eBay training, and access to the daily items list. Again, my students get items every day, Monday through Friday. But I'm about to go ahead and get off this live, y'all. Again, it is time, y'all, to start getting to the bag, getting to the money. Like I tell y'all all the time, if you don't start selling on Amazon, which I recommend you do it, right? Because it is a trusted platform. Customers are already shopping up there. Do something. Do something. Start a business, y'all. Start a business. I am an empath, and I tell y'all that all the time. If you know what an empath is, drop a 1. Drop a 1. And that's why I'm so serious about putting people in position to start making money, changing their financial situation, y'all, because so many people have lost their jobs. So many people, unfortunately, are going to lose their jobs. So many people are living in fear. So many people are having having trouble making ends meet and all of that. And honestly, y'all, just being honest. And again, this is not me fear mongering. This is what it is. They're predicting that we're going into a recession. So you want to do something for you and your family, to put you and your family in position for a way for you to be able to make money without having to be dependent on a job. So you want to do something. I just tell y'all, I recommend selling on Amazon because I am a coach that'll teach you how to make money. I can teach you how to make money multiple different ways, y'all. That is what I do. That is what I'm skilled at. However, selling on Amazon is going to be the easiest way to get started. Why? Because you don't have to brand yourself. You don't have to be an influencer. You don't have to recruit. You don't have to build a website. You don't have to worry about advertising or marketing, y'all. Why? Because you're selling on the #1 selling platform where customers are already shopping. All you got to do is put yourself in position to learn the skill of selling on Amazon. And it is such an easy skill to learn once you learn it, y'all. That's why I recommend getting started selling on Amazon, because anything else you do, you could do anything. You could be a digital marketer. Like I tell y'all, you can start an Airbnb. Anything else you do, you can start a credit repair business, is going to require you to brand yourself, to market, to put yourself out there, to grow your following. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying, drop a 2. Drop a 2. But you don't have to worry about all that selling on Amazon. Nobody knows who they're buying from when they buy my items. Nobody knows who I am. Don't know how I look. Don't know how I look. They don't know anything. That's why you want to get on Amazon. That's why you want to start selling on Amazon, y'all. But I'm going to go ahead and get off this live. Again, if you're interested in the training, because I know some other people came in, you can click the clickable link in my profile. Click my head up here. My head is going to pop up down here. Once you're on my TikTok profile, click the clickable link. You'll see wealthwithaprell.com. And once you go on my website, you'll see a picture of me. Same hairdo, y'all. A picture of me on the website in a white shirt. Go over to shop, S-H-O-P. And any link you click, because somebody asked, hopefully she still's up here. It doesn't matter which link you click. I only have one Amazon training. Again, you're going to get the Amazon training, the bonus eBay training, and access to that daily items list. Again, I offer multiple payment options: Sezzle, ShopPay, Afterpay, Klarna, and Affirm, where you can do the buy now, pay later. Take advantage of that. And if you do that, you can start as low as $40-something up to no more than $125 to go ahead and get started today. But I'm about to go ahead and get off this live. I will talk to you all later. Bye, y'all. Oh, let me verify this first. Okay, bye, y'all. Oh, and as soon as you pay, because I had some people that asked, you get immediate access to the training. You'll receive a email from me, so you'll have my email with login information and all of that. So I'll talk to you all later. Bye, y'all.